The following program is brought to you by Wightman TV and Bruce Telecom.
Hi, my name is Sharon Darcy, and I'm the General Manager to the North Perth Chamber of Commerce in Listowel. And we want to welcome you to the December edition of What's Happening here in North Perth. So for December, I'd like to promote the fact that the local BIA have come up with an excellent Shop Local program. And it's called Connect 4. It's a great program that encourages shopping locally and lots of chances to win local Shop Local dollars, as well as getting to know some of our local merchants. The local merchants will have these little cards around their desks, the participating merchants, that is, as well as if you want to go online, you're going to be able to find this program where you can just print it off yourself if you're having plans to come into town and do some shopping. You can find this on the Listowel BIA Facebook page, or you can find it on the North Perth Chamber's website. Our event listings have a link right to this promotion. It's called, again, Connect 4. And we hope you shop, dine, and discover North Perth this Christmas.
Hi, my name is Keira, and this month in Community of Character, we celebrate compassion. I will choose to be compassionate by putting others' needs above my own and having a caring spirit. For example, you see someone on the road, you could go over, give them food or give them money and help them. This month's character challenge is express a genuine interest in those around you. Listen carefully for ways you can support them. Have a great month.
Hi, my name is Schaefer, and I am the coordinator for Community of Character. This month in December, there's going to be a lot of things happening in our community. There's going to be food drives, potentially toy drives, and we're hoping that everyone in our community will step up and help those in need to really truly make this a compassionate and happy holiday season for everyone. We recently held our Together We're Better event in November, and we had an amazing turnout, and we had amazing talented artists there. Doug Bortine, Hannah Bortine, and Need an Elevator performed, as well as the St. Mary's Choir from the Catholic school here in town. We want to thank them so very much for coming and giving us entertainment, and also we recognized our businesses and organizations and schools of character. It was a great night, and we want to thank everyone for their support. As always, we encourage you to live, work, and play with character. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or on our webpage at communityofcharacter.ca. Thank you and happy holidays.
So I'm really excited to be here with Graham Brown, owner of New You Personal Training Studio. And I'm really excited to share not only that you're new to Listowel, you're a new chamber member, and this building is fantastic. So we'd like to just ask a few questions, Graham. Could you tell us about how you started?
Sure. So my wife Allison and I, we moved to Listowel about 2.5 years ago, and one of the ways we got started was we went to a park about a block away from our house and thought, well, we don't really know anybody here yet, so let's maybe do what we do best and try doing a boot camp and see if people take to it. And sure enough, they did very quickly, and it started to grow and snowball, and it got to a point where the weather was changing and we had to find a way to keep working with people, so we ended up finishing our basement, turning it into a studio to start with, and we worked with clients throughout the winter. So all through the summer of the next year, and then bang, we got into, we said we can't do this. We've got people coming and going at all hours of the night. My kids are losing interest here quickly, so we better find a commercial space to actually house all these people, and here we are.
And this building was really perfect for you to expand on and opened the doors to.
Absolutely. It blew us away that this was even available. And we found great ways to make it work. The space has ample parking, more than enough space. All the design work was done. We had 2 defined spaces to be able to work with clients. The trails and the outdoor space, it's green. I mean, the golf course maintains it. So, I mean, it's fantastic. So we can take clients outdoors when it's hot. We can have them in here when it's cold. And it takes our space and probably quadruples what we can do through the summer months. Yeah.
So it's obviously a little bit more to do than just your building and your space. You've got a unique program here. It's offering everybody. So I think this is what we want to move into now. Tell us a little bit about you and the programs that you offer.
Sure. So here at New You, we're really interested in offering complete solutions for people. So my wife and I, we've actually managed a gym in Hanover, New Heights Fitness, for I would say about 8 or 9 years now. It's been in the family for a long time. And so we had access to lots of different clients and success stories, and we decided that when we were going to really get serious here and get into a commercial space, that we would go back, we'd look at clients and say, okay, what was the common threads with the ones who are successful, not just short term, but the ones who are successful long term. And we came up with the program that we bring in here, which is really offering complete solutions. So we do have the training, the typical training that people are used to, the one-on-one and small group, but above and beyond the awesome workouts that we do, we look at the nutrition piece. And that's one that I kind of jokingly said before, our industry has driven people crazy about. So we want to find a way to balance that nutrition with the way that they're eating, and then also filling in the nutritional gaps with really good quality supplementation. Okay, the body's got a new demand. You're exercising, you're building and repairing, and most of us have some nutritional voids. Let's be honest, we're missing some stuff in our diet. So we found the best quality, non-GMO, organic, whole food supplementation to bring on board to help our clients with as well. So when we put that whole picture together, we add in awesome trainers, a great facility, and a whole lot of accountability for people. I mean, the results they happen. It becomes instantaneous.
So they also learn not only about the physical part, but also the emotional and probably the food, the portions,
Absolutely.
Why we nourish our bodies. And
absolutely. We actually do, with all of our personal training clients, we do one-on-one sit-down individual sessions to find out their portions, the right size, the right times, but then also how to deal with some of the lifestyle issues that come along with it, and how to manage that, stress from all of this and change. And we really look at the whole person and work on a solution that best fits them.
This is something we haven't really brought up in our conversations before, Graham, but mental health has always been something that's near and dear to even me. So a lot of the information that share through mental health is about looking after yourself physically and the nutrients that go in
100%.
Hand in hand.
Oh, it's amazing. We see people's lives change. I say this as a company, we get excited every time we get to work with people, because we see that change happening on a daily basis with people. And yes, mental health is a huge issue and component of this. I mean, loads of studies have shown that, diet and exercise, balancing that out for people, better than Prozac.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that can be done to help people and help all areas of your life. I mean,
yeah.
To me, it just becomes that no-brainer, and to me, it becomes the thing that just gets us excited, because we see that impact not just on an individual but on a community, and that's why we're here.
So we're also gearing up to a new year.
Yeah.
So new you, new year.
Yeah.
You offer this program not just to individuals, but because of what you have available, you go wider than that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do internally, with a nutrition component, an internal challenge. We do it in January, May, and September. It's consistent. It's actually done North America wide through a number of different clubs and fitness studios. But then we also have a corporate component where we can actually go to businesses, we can sit down with them, and we can offer a 28-day nutrition program, because I won't be able to have a gym in every town in the area. I totally understand that. It would be great. But if we can look at the nutrition piece for those people. No matter what gym they go to, within their company, we can look at that 28-day challenge to really get employees and employers on board and really helping their health and wellness.
It would be probably a lot more fun to do this with somebody than do it alone, and the challenge is the big thing. Well, Joe beside me is always saying he's doing something, but he's not. Maybe we can do it together. So,
absolutely.
So maybe that would be something you mentioned, like a challenge.
Definitely.
And why 28 days?
It takes about 28 days to really start a new habit for people and to really get that ingrained. So we want this to be the starting point, but definitely not the finishing point. We want people to feel like it's something that's manageable that I can do. And then what typically we find is after the 28 days, they're hooked. They're excited. They're ready to actually make this change more long term. And again, that's our ultimate goal with everyone, is to find a way to do this, not just short term, these quick fix things that, will drive you crazy over time. They never last. Yeah. So we've got to find a way to find something that you can do that's sustainable, consistent over life. So that's why we have real food.
Love it. It sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of things.
Absolutely.
Graham, is there anything else that you think we should... We're going to have, obviously, hopefully showing everybody a little bit of around the building.
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing that people will find here is that we're not a gym, and that's not a bad thing. We're totally different. We are a community. Actually, community is one of our core values. So what we've, again, found is most people, they come here, they're scared, maybe intimidated, don't really feel like they fit in a big gym. And they come here, they find a group of like-minded people, and we do a lot to nurture that sense of community. We really build people, build community inside, and then it also, the cool thing is it starts to impact the community on the outside. So that's a huge thing for us.
So you're welcoming anybody to come in, call in,
Absolutely.
talk to any of the staff.
Absolutely.
And you have quite a number of staff here.
We do. We absolutely do. So we have my wife and I, obviously we do some of the training. We also have 2 additional trainers and a full-time administrative person. And I am actually currently in the process of looking at another 1 or 2 trainers to help deal with the demand. And actually, technically, I also have an on-call trainer that comes and fits in as well too. So
quite a growing business
Yeah, we're really starting to get there. And again, there's a demand. So we're trying to fit that.
And would you suggest not only the Listowel location, but your Hanover location?
Absolutely. So we, like I said, Allison and I, we offer a full capacity gym in Hanover. It has a women's only studio, CrossFit in there as well. But again, we take the same approach. So we offer an all-inclusive environment, especially when it comes to the CrossFit or the group training model, as well as the personal training model. It is becoming an all-inclusive model because, again, we're learning that if you put that whole picture together for people and we take out the guesswork completely, you don't have, I can have an impact in 1 hour a day on a person, but if I can help them manage the other 23 hours in a day when they're not with me, that's where the real results come from. So we look at that whole picture up there as well too.
So let's make it really simple for people to get a hold of you.
Sure, absolutely. They can call us here at the studio anytime. It's 226-430-2175, or they can email us at info@newustudio.ca. Those are the best ways. Absolutely, you can go on our website, check us out, learn a little bit more about what we're doing here. That's www.newustudio.ca. That has all the information about the different nutrition programs, some different free things that are in there as far as the newsletter and reports that we can offer for people and passes and trials. Really. So yeah, we're working on it. So
perfect.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks, Graham.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here with Trevor from the Listowel Speedy Glass location, and also very thrilled that he's Speedy Glass Listowel is a chamber member and had an exciting evening in October where he received the second award for doing great business in North Perth. So congratulations again.
Thank you.
And we want to talk about what Speedy Glass is.
Definitely. Well, Speedy Glass is, our main focus obviously is in the name. It's glass, automotive glass, residential glass, commercial glass. We've been in business since 1934. Speedy Glass started, so 81 years, and not in this town particularly, but that was when the company started. And this store specifically has branched off into different lines of products, such as accessories that you can see behind us, and window tinting, and we've even got into the home renovations with glass showers and home decor stuff.
So that's very new for.
It is, yeah, very. Within a couple years that we've been doing the home stuff, we've always been able to supply the glass to the homes, but recently we've been taking pride in doing the installations and everything too.
I know as well, because I've had pieces of glass and mirror cut for me for specific projects I have in the home, like behind shelves and on our kitchen tables or whatever, so people can look beyond. Look a little bit beyond of what they
definitely. I mean, anything that can be made out of glass, we at least like to attempt once. But yeah, we go as far as bathroom mirrors, custom glass cutting to really whatever shape, size, and style that you like.
I can't help but notice all the awards you have on your counter. So you've had an incredible 2015. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's been a big year, definitely. We went down to Montreal in late September, and our store here was named Best Speedy Franchise in all of Ontario. And and then our technician David Fletcher competed in the National Technicians Competition, and he won the Ontario side against 4 or 5 different technicians across Ontario. And at the same time in September, went down to Montreal and was placed second place in all of Canada.
And that combines, is it speed, is it technique, is it?
It's everything, yeah. I think there was a 200-point process for both categories that he did. So a windshield replacement and then also the windshield repair stone chips. And the difference between the winner and second place was 1.5 points out of 400. So yeah, we're proud of him. He did really, really well.
And it sure puts Listowel on the map too when
It
you go to
definitely
competitions
does.
like that and people are looking out and seeing, where's Listowel? And it's not a big town.
Yeah.
And to be able to come in and you have is he one technician of yours? Do you have more than one technician here?
Yeah, there's myself and my partner Brian who do the technical work as well, and but Dave is our only full-time technician, and then we have a part-time summer student that helps out as well.
Well, Speedy Glass isn't just you bring your vehicle and you get it fixed. I've heard about your incredible service, that you'll go to the customer, you can.
Absolutely. I mean, our mobile service accounts for about 30% of our business in total. So whether you're at work, at home, on the farm, yeah, definitely, we will come to you, weather providing, and do the work. And aside from that, I mean, we'll go pick up your vehicle from your work, and we like to make it as easy as possible.
Well, sure. I've heard lots of people talk about it in that way, so you obviously do. Tell us a little bit more. What do you think accounted for such an awesome year?
Aside from the awards, hands down, it's got to go to our staff. First and foremost, I mean, we have the best staff that we could ever ask for. They're committed, they're dedicated, and they're knowledgeable. They know their stuff. I mean, and of course our customers. We wouldn't have had the year that we had without our returning customers.
So yeah, it's a win-win.
Yeah, between our new products, our customers, our staff, and everything, it's just been a great year for us.
And a little bit of you just being have a great background in being on a board, on stepping forward and being on the board.
Yeah, I sit on the advisory council for Speedy Glass National. I'm actually the vice chair of that committee. So having that inside to be able to see and learn behind the scene is a huge benefit to us here as well. So that would be a part of the success as well. So
it's excellent, and I must say that you see your vehicles everywhere in our community, and they look fantastic. So I think it helps with the identity process and.
Absolutely, they're bright. You can't miss them for sure.
They look really great.
Yeah, thank you.
And then the next big thing, of course, is Christmas is around the corner. So you've got quite a lineup of stuff behind us. Do you recommend anything? If a wife really loves her husband, what would she do?
Oh, absolutely. We've got, well, I mean, anything on the back wall here, like any automotive accessory for sure. But one of the number one sellers recently are the laser fit floor mats. They're laser formed to custom fit any vehicle, so that it eliminates any slipping, it eliminates any water damage, salt damage. They're perfect.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, and everybody needs that.
Everybody needs
especially with the
them.
winters we have.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else we should talk on?
I don't think so. I mean, I never did. Going back to the awards, I never touched on the award that we received from you guys again this year, and we also received the Champion Franchise Award for 2015 as well, which was to myself for the advancement in the Speedy Glass and Balron Canada network. So
and is that given out every year to?
It's given out once every 2 years. Hopefully I will be the recipient again, but as a rule, it's a different person.
Yeah.
So.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
So it's okay to continue to keep collecting these awards.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're actually having a shelf made now, so our plan is to fill it.
Oh, that's wonderful, and we'll keep continuing to do that. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks, Trevor.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So I'm pleased to be with Jeannine Leutenegger of the new Fresh Xpress, a very familiar looking vehicle that we're going to see lots in our communities. Jeannine, this is a new project and a whole new thing for you. So can you tell us a little bit about, first, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, I was working at an office job. I was in sales, and I quickly realized that that's maybe not quite something that was for me. So I was actually born in Switzerland. So I go over quite often to go visit my grandparents and all my family over there. And the one thing I always looked forward to is going on the grocery truck that comes to my grandma's house twice a week for the last 30 years. So I just grew up with that. Every time I was over there, I just always looked forward to it, probably because my grandma bought me chocolate every time I was on there, so why wouldn't you? And then the last couple times I was over there, I really started looking at it more as a business idea. I went on the truck and I started asking him all these questions, and one thing led to another, and next thing I knew, I was going over to Switzerland to shadow him for a few days and just to get a better sense of how he does it. And then I made the leap of faith, as kind of to say, and I decided to start it over here. I thought that there is a need for it in small communities like Listowel, or especially communities kind of outside of Listowel that don't have a grocery store. A lot of these smaller places used to have general stores, and that don't anymore. So I thought, well, hey, why not try it? Like, I'm young and I have nothing to lose. So I bought an old percolator truck and remodeled the inside and made it look like a little mini grocery store. So so the idea actually came from Switzerland. So
It's an amazing idea, and to think the grocery store at your door tells the whole story. But you're servicing such a large area right now too, right?
Yeah. So I'm actually, I go as far as like Teeswater and Formosa, and I find actually the farther north that I get, the less kind of services like this there are. Like Teeswater is a town of 1,000 people, and they used to have a grocery store, but they just couldn't keep it going. So 1,000 people, and it's primarily an aging population, and they don't have a grocery store anymore. So now I go to Teeswater twice a week, and it's packed every time I go there, and people seem to love it. So hopefully I can continue like that through the winter.
And do you just like basically come into the small communities, find a central location, honk your horn, I'm here, honey, I'm home.
I'm still looking for an ice cream bell. I think that would just be the coolest. But yeah, so essentially I just find a central location. That's what I've been doing so far. I'm really, really trying to push now, especially coming into the winter, the direct stops at people's homes. I think that especially for the winter, that sort of thing will become more popular, and I've already seen it as the weeks are getting colder. It's becoming more popular. Like this week already, I've had a number of calls for me to go directly to people's homes, which is perfect for me, And if you can get your neighbors out, perfect.
I think that makes sense. I wonder if people are so understanding and compassionate. They think it's a big question. Will you, because this is such a new thing here.
Yeah.
Like, Jeannine, will you come to my house?
Yeah. I find that sometimes people are almost a little bit shy to ask that, but by all means, like, I'm super encouraging of it now. Like, especially now that I see, I think people are a lot more comfortable if it's just them in the truck and they can just do whatever, and they're just piling stuff on my little desk, and and it's fun. They bring their kids out and they can just, like, I've had a lot of moms just plop their kids on my lap and they're like, "You're good, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're good. Don't worry. I can take care of your 2-year-old." It's awesome. No, I love it. It's been a lot of fun.
And really, let's talk about when you launched this just recently, right?
Yeah, actually July 7th was my very first day, so it's super new.
And you're getting to know your clients.
Yeah.
Right? So are you having to find that you're altering what you're carrying to meet their needs more, or?
Every day. Yeah. I'm learning. Like, well, essentially when I started, it was like a guessing game. Like, I had no idea. Like, I know what I like, so I just stocked the truck with everything that I like. And apparently everyone's tastes are different, so I've had to alter that a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, like, every day's been a whole new learning experience. And
I love that you have a bit of everything.
Yeah.
That it really does feel like a grocery store, and people can find what they want. And I think as you go along, you're going to know exactly what you need to have.
Yeah.
But you're stocking and restocking all the time, and
every day. Yeah, every day I get fresh baked bread every morning. I get all my meats from Harrison Meat Packers, so I get that a couple times a week. And I get, just every day, produce a couple times a week comes in, and it's just, every day is a new.
And the nice part about a little bit of that whole local feel is it's not just local as in you're dropping into people's places, but you're actually carrying a lot of the products that are from around here, right?
Oh yeah, like I also stock some like lunch items, like soups and salads and sandwiches, and I work with Kitchen Cupboard in Listowel here with that, and they've been so awesome to deal with, and I try to work with as many local businesses as possible and try to.
That's fantastic. So how can people get a hold of you? Like, I can't just say, I have to mention the fact that your Facebook account has great ideas of what you can make with the products that are in your truck, right?
Yeah. Well, a lot of the times we'll be making supper and we'll just like, what's for supper? There's a grocery store in our backyard, so we just go out and make supper with what we have on the truck or what I have on the truck, and then it's just awesome being able to take a picture of that and be like, hey, this is what I had for supper, and everything's from the truck, and it gives people ideas, and it just goes to show the variety that I have on my truck. It's not just produce like that, and that's the conception a lot of people have, is that it's just produce, but it's a little bit of everything, quite literally. So
it's fantastic. So let's talk about how people can get a hold of you. What's the best way? Just give you a call?
Yeah, you can give me a call. My number is 292-1214, and that's 519 area code, or just online you can find me at freshexpress.ca. And Xpress is spelled with an X. There's no E in front, just so everyone knows. And like online, on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Give me a call, email, whatever. And
your schedule is nice to be right on the internet, so they can get it, take a look at it, find out where you are, when you're coming, and maybe be aware of when they can schedule a stop.
Yeah, so my schedule is, again, on my website, on social media. I do advertise in the local paper here, the Banner and the Independent Plus, so they can find out more information in that as well.
Excellent. And we'd like to congratulate you. The Chamber's really wanting to be the champion of some of these entrepreneurs that are coming in and setting up shop in North Perth and helping our residents, giving them what they need, finding the services, the whole thing. So way to go, Jeannine.
Thank you. The Chamber's been awesome to work with.
We like to hear that. We want to be that way.
Yeah, they have been. Yeah.
Thanks, Jeannine.
Thank you, Sharon.
So hopefully in the spirit of Christmas, you have an opportunity to go out and have some fun, enjoy the outdoors, the white stuff, and a chance to shop, dine, and discover North Perth. The North Perth Chamber hopes you enjoyed this edition of what's happening here in North Perth, and special thanks to all the people that spent some time with us today. Thanking our partners in their commitment to the Chamber, supporting our endeavors towards business prosperity and a stronger community. Our partners are Listowel Technology, the North Perth Municipality, Wightman Telecom, Ideal Supply, the Listowel Banner, Cherry Bus Lines, Canada Trust, Libro Credit Union, Conceptual Pathways, and Right Bite Orthodontics.
The preceding program was brought to you by Wightman TV and Bruce Telecom.